the people were great, and we really liked the sound. Wonderful.
Question?
What's your big thing?
Well, I wanted to ask you about your impression. You're a second time in Serbia, first time in Kragujevcu. Can you tell us the difference between Kragujevcu and your previous?
Kragujevcu is more like where I'm from, which is I come from in Northern Ireland, outside Belfast. Belfast is the capital, and I love Belfast like Belgrade. And Kragujevcu is kind of like Larne, Ballyclare, where I'm from. It's like loads of kids like rock music, and it's people have more passions or something like that, you know. But they're very. I like both places. I mean, I've really enjoyed my time in Serbia. I think it's wonderful. It really does remind me of Ireland. I think maybe it's the climate or something, but there's something about the people very similar.
Yeah, people just seem to have a really nice attitude and they're very welcoming. And we always really appreciate that.
Thank you very much.
This is a new festival. So what is your opinion about it, and what is your opinion about the crowd and atmosphere that they make?
I thought the crowd were great. We were, you know, for our second time here to see people that knew the band and people that were very kind to us, you know, that obviously didn't know the band. I also think the location at the festival is wonderful. It's very unusual, and I like coming to festivals where when you're on the stage, it looks like nothing else you've played before. You know, it wasn't on a field. It was like amazing old ruined buildings and brick walls and that huge chimney. It was just incredible.
You guys made your name at the time when the alternative scene was blowing up. So did you see yourself at the time as part of that scene? And can you comment on the resurrection of that scene now with the return of Soundgarden and all these bands coming together again?
I think the only thing that was kind of similar to us was the fact that we weren't city kids, and we were kind of outsiders, and we were kind of uncool kids. You know, we liked metal and punk, and we liked noise music and noisy techno and noisy hip hop, and we didn't like the music of the city kids in Ireland or England, like, and we were kind of outsiders. But I think us with anything else, you know, in the 90s, it started off, there was loads of really cool bands that were our friends, that were just all like-minded. But then once something becomes popular, and everybody starts doing it, it doesn't become unusual anymore, and I think that's why it died off. You know, there was a scene in the early 90s that was really good and really exciting. But I think a lot of the bands that are around now, still like Soundgarden and Alice in Chains, I think for them, they were enormous big arena bands. I think for them it was an unfinished business. You know, I mean, it got so huge for them and they had so many problems. I think with a band like us, we never got that big, so we were always able to work to be musicians. We were working musicians. It never got to the point where it messed with our heads, really.
Did you intentionally make non-commercial records, starting from Suicide Pact, to distance yourself from that?
Not intentionally. I think it's just that's what we were listening to at the time. You know, we got to a certain point in the 90s on a major label where we were selling more and more records, and that's normally the point where people start thinking, well, I'm playing in a big arena now, I have to write songs and I have to be that way. But we were still listening to stuff like Atari Teenage Riot and Merisboy and really noisy records. And the people that were on our record label couldn't understand why we didn't try and be the smart